Hi everyone, welcome to Helping Your Student Own Their Experience. So we are the Office of Engagement and New Student Programs. My name is Heather Horowitz. I use she, her pronouns, and I am the director.
Hi everybody, my name is Trevor Fike. I'm the Assistant Director.
Hello everyone, my name is Troy Seung. I use he, him, his pronouns, and I am the other Assistant Director.
Hello everyone, my name is Michelle D. Kane and I'm the Administrative Assistant.
Hi everyone, my name is Sabrina Glass. I use they, them, theirs pronouns, and I am the coordinator of student engagement.
Hi everybody, my name is Lucia White and I use she, her pronouns, and I am the coordinator of new student programs.
So our office is here to support student learning outside the classroom. And we do that through student organizations, leadership initiatives, educational offerings, and cultural programming for both new and current students. So what we're going to do today is explain how we go about doing that in all those areas.
So why involvement matters? So involvement matters because it'll help you ease your transition to Arcadia. Some of you may be coming from different states, different countries, and some different schools. We want you to make sure that you ease your transition by getting involved with different things on campus. It'll help create meaningful connections with others, whether that be peers, whether it be faculty or staff. You'll have the opportunity to get to know different people by going to different events and getting involved on campus. It'll help you explore new interests and continue existing interests. So some people come to college to recreate themselves, so we do want you to try some new things. But if there are some things you were already interested in, please continue to do that at Arcadia. It'll help you develop practical skills and competencies, things you'll be able to use in the real world once you all graduate. You'll be able to use things you'll learn by getting involved. And the most important thing to me is to have some fun while at college.
Yeah, so everything that Troy shared is super important, and that's why your students should get involved, but also they'll be learning outside the classroom. So through our offerings, students will learn and develop personally, professionally. They'll learn leadership skills. They'll also learn how to work with one another and how to collaborate, and then of course, how to be socially responsible citizens.
So now we're going to talk to you about the night student experience. So there's new student orientation. So that is part of what's going on right now. So we're doing programming to help students transition effectively into the Arcadia community. This year it looks a little bit different. So we're doing a lot of things online, but we still want to make sure you get acclimated to the university. And also there are first year seminars. First year seminars are small interactive classes where students explore special topics of their interest and learn some skills to get through their first year.
The next area our office works with is student government. So we work with student government to help the student's voice be heard, which is exactly what student government is. It gives your student an outlet, an opportunity to connect with their fellow students over a wide variety of areas. So if they have a great idea, a great event that they want to see come to campus, they can work with student government to try and make that happen. If they have a concern or some kind of change they want to see implemented on campus, what they can do is come talk to student government. And the student government is there to help represent your student and try to implement that change, in a quick fashion. And they work with various campus partners to make that happen. So it's a great way for your student to get involved, whether if they want to take it to the next level and join student government, which would be great, or if at a minimum they want to just have their voice heard. Student government is the first outlet to go for at that time.
In addition to the student government, we have over 50 student organizations on campus that your students can join based on what they're interested in. So we have organizations based around programming, various interests, affinity groups, etc. If there are student organizations or interests that your student has that we don't have an organization for yet, they're absolutely encouraged to try and create that organization. We're always looking for students that are interested in making new, fun ways for students to be engaged on campus. Student government is an example of one of those student organizations. They are run by the students and created for the students with the help of the staff within the Engagement and New Student Programs office, as well as the rest of student affairs.
Our office also works with late night programming. So what late night programming is, it's fun social activities that occur typically on weekends, other nights as well, but mostly on Fridays and Saturday nights. These events are both on campus and off campus, and now also online. And so what we try to do is give your student an outlet, a great way to just kind of blow off some steam, have some fun, interact with their peers, make connections, and just engage, have a great opportunity to just, learn some new things, try some new things, and just have a good time, because it is important, obviously, to, the studies are important, but also important is to be able to just have an outlet and release some steam and just engage and make some connections outside of the classroom. I also want to make a big point that most of these activities are 100% free. Very rarely does an event cost anything. The only exception are typically trips. Whenever engagement hosts a trip, there is a small nominal fee to offset the cost of that. And trips could include, local trips to the beach, to museums, that kind of stuff. But otherwise, 99% of the events that are on campus, they're mostly free. So don't ever let cost deter your student from getting engaged on campus, because they are there, they're available. And most of the time they could possibly even win some prizes or win some, gift cards or whatever, and while they're having a good time and engaging. So how can your student get involved? The best way is the Fall Activities and Resource Fair. So this year, the Fall Activities and Resource Fair is on Thursday, September 3rd. It'll be located on Haber Green, which is the large grassy area in the center of campus. It's about the size of a football field. And so all the student organizations will be there. All the campus resources will be there, and campus departments. And they're there to meet your student. They want to make connections. They want your student to join their club. They want the student to stop by their office and engage with these offices. So make sure you really stress having your student go there. It's a great way to make connections. If your student's very interested in a certain club, this will be the great place to connect with that and make that connection with that student, that organization, and join the group. I can't stress enough trying and joining organizations that your student is familiar with, but also trying something new. That's what college is all about, is learning new things and trying some new things. So definitely make sure you have your student, check out some things that they might have interest in and are unsure of. So have them stop by Haber Green on Thursday, September 3rd for the Activities and Resource Fair. Also, if your student is unavailable, all these clubs and organizations and offices are available on Nightlife. And you can connect through those organizations that way. Nightlife will have all their information on each of the club and office pages about what the club is all about, and obviously, when are they meeting and all that kind of stuff. And there's an opportunity for your student to just literally click a button and connect with that organization to let them know they're interested in joining.
Awesome. We also have some leadership opportunities for our students that your student can take part in. They are for all students, and they foster the growth and development of critical leadership skills. So to the right, you can see that one of our poster flyers for a previous semester of our leadership workshop series. This upcoming semester in the fall, they'll be held bi-weekly. So you'll be able to come in and learn about a variety of different topics. There's no pre-registration required. You can just show up. We'll be offering these in person and virtually upcoming for the fall semester. We also have a really big student leadership conference that takes place in the spring, where students can come learn about what it's like to be a leader. This past year, we had an alumni panel come in, so students got to connect with fellow Arcadia alumni who have already gone out and established themselves in their careers, which is really exciting. And then we will be debuting a new leadership program in spring 2021 as well. That is a smaller cohort-sized program where a student will apply to be a part of, and they will get that specific leadership certificate. So how can your student get involved in these events on campus? There's a variety of ways for them to learn about the events that our office holds. So first and foremost, they'll receive an email every Thursday, This Week in Nightlife, and it will lay out all the events that our office and other offices on campus are doing for the week. It's a really good resource for them to find out what exactly is happening right then and there, and to get them excited about certain things that are happening on campus. We also have posters and flyers that are blasted through our social media as well as on campus. So students can be walking around getting in the know about all the great things that our office is doing. And speaking of social media, to the right, we have all of our social media handles. So encourage your student to follow us on those handles. And we will give out information about upcoming events, and last minute changes will be on there as well. And finally, make sure your student is signed up for the Nightlife app. They should be somewhat familiar with the website as parts of orientation are taking part on this website, but they can go on there and find out events that not only our office is having, but other offices as well as student organizations who are hosting events as well.
So how can you support your student to get involved while they're here with us and at home? So you are important to your student success at Arcadia. And here are some ways you can help make sure your student is involved. Challenge your student to stay on campus. So when there are weekends where they want to come home, but were just home weeks before that, ask them to stay on campus and see what things are going on to make sure that they are making connections with Arcadia. Empower your students to get involved. So make sure that you're asking if they're going to different clubs or organizations, or even starting a new club organization they can get involved with. And encourage your students to ask for help. Sometimes it's not easy for students to come and ask professionals or even some other students how they can get involved on campus or some things that are going on. So make sure you tell them to stop by our office to ask us for any help they might need to get them involved on campus. If you have any questions, feel free to email us at studentengagement@arcadia.edu, or tell your students to join us on our student session on July 15th at 1 p.m. and live session information will be coming in an email and will be on Nightlife later.